Today, I'm going over the NGK G-Power TR55-1GP spark plugs for the 2005 to 2010 Mustang with the 4.0 engine. You will find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. I'm walking through the product on my screen because I can't show the install footage this time, so thanks for sticking with the screencast. I want to keep it simple and tell you what actually matters if you're thinking about swapping out your old plug. Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases. I start by pulling up the product page and looking at the basics. These are platinum-tipped plugs, sold as a 6-pack, which fits the V6 Mustang. The design is meant to give a cleaner spark with less required voltage. In real use, that usually means easier starts and a smoother idle, especially on older engines that have seen some miles. The Mustang 4.0 is known for roughness when plugs get worn, so the spec alone already makes sense here. On the screen, you can see the heat range and thread size, which match factory requirements. There's nothing odd in the fitment. The gasket style is standard and the reach is right, so you don't have to modify anything. That's one thing I like about NGK. They usually keep things straightforward. But looking closer, the metal body finish on these isn't as nice as on NGK's higher lines. The plating feels thinner and not as robust. It won't affect function much, but it does feel cheaper in the hand. As I scroll through the details, the main selling point is the fine wire platinum center electrode. That's what gives you a sharper spark. It helps combustion, but don't expect dramatic gains. You might notice a slightly quicker throttle response, but it's subtle. If your old plugs were really worn, the difference feels bigger, but that's because you're comparing fresh parts to tired ones. I've seen some owners expect performance jumps, and that's not realistic here. Durability is decent, though not amazing. NGK's platinum plugs usually last well, but this model isn't built like the Iridium versions. So if you want long-term reliability, this is more of a mid-range choice. You'll still get good service life, just not the extended lifespan some people hope for. When I scroll to the reviews, you'll notice a common theme. People are happy with the fit and the smoother idle, but a few mention inconsistencies in the packaging or small cosmetic flaws. I've seen that too. Most of the time the plugs work fine though, and misfires fix after replacement are common feedback. When I show the installation notes, it's pretty standard. The Mustang 4.0 has tight spots near the firewall, so having properly gapped plugs matters. These usually come close to spec, but I always check them. Sometimes a plug in the pack is off by a little. Not a big deal, just something to expect. Torque them correctly and avoid over-tightening because the shells aren't as thick as some premium models. As I wrap up this walkthrough, I'd say these plugs make sense if you want a clean spark and a simple replacement without spending more on Iridium. They do the job, they improve idle smoothness, and they help cold starts. They aren't premium and they aren't perfect, but they're solid for everyday driving. If this overview helped, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown.